All right, it says working on trying to contact some of the backlinks to change exact match to get them to domain or branded. First of all, don't do that. Don't show Google that
Mm-mm.
you have the ability to change all of your anchor text because you bought backlinks.
No.
So yeah, don't do that. It's a better idea to diversify by adding new backlinks in instead of trying to change the old ones. You're just going to add another unnatural signal by doing that.
Agreed.
Been waiting to see if it was the update, thinking some might return before making any major changes. Delete that off. At this point, we're at the end of the update and it hasn't returned. Working on auditing content that's lost with Surfer, but content is already optimized. Internal linking is pretty on point, so not much that I can see can be fixed with that. Just went through SEMrush and disavowed a few subdomains that may be toxic. Yeah, so a few domain. We don't pay attention to toxicity scores at all, but disavowing a few toxic domains isn't gonna do anything. I don't think. Google's looking at like large scale patterns versus like you get a few toxic domains. Like all of my websites have some toxic links going to them just because you end up getting toxic links from just random spam kind of stuff out there. I don't disavow any of them. Um, but I don't think that will help. In case it was a JavaScript or CSS issue, I removed optimizations from WP Rocket to see if that helps. Don't want to mess with too much more unless it's the backlinks. Sorry, excuse me. All right.
I'll say I've had issues with WP Rocket as well before, like within this year.
Yeah, it can definitely cause some issues.
Can cause a few issues. And I was looking at when you lost your rankings, it
Core.
looks like it's not even like I mean it's before
Well, but then it was kind of like
the
starting
core
to level
update.
off, and then it had another huge fall after the core update. But yeah, it kind of started before, huh?
Yeah. I mean because it was plateaued, it looked pretty healthy, quite honestly, all the way up until March 8th, let's say. And then core update occurred 15th. So about a week before you took a deep dive. Um, Now let's see.
222 index pages. It is a financial kind of financial finance niche. Um, things have been rebounding. I think this one might be in our MLB, to be honest with you.
It's interesting looking at Overview 2.0 versus Overview in Ahrefs because lately I've noticed one gives you positive values, like you're moving up in the SERPs, and then one gives you negative values every single time. And I'm always looking at both of them now.
I always look
But
at
yeah,
2.0 now. I don't look at the old one anymore. But
you
no,
don't look at the old one?
he's not
I
in our
still
MLB.
do.
I thought maybe he was, and then he wanted an audit as well. But nope. But yeah, it
All
looks like
right,
things
so
are
jumping
rebounding a
in.
bit, which is good. Looks like they started rebounding on the April 23 reviews update. Actually, you went down, you started going down a bit after, it was a little bit after the February 23 product reviews update, and then back up again, April 23 reviews update. So maybe you changed your content and did something right as far as the reviews go. Because I think you do have reviews on here. Or am I wrong about that? Maybe not. Let's see.
Looking through your anchors, okay. There's a lot of your backlink profile that I really do not like.
Yeah, he said he was trying to clean that up, but definitely don't want you to change the anchors.
No, do not change the anchors. And on top of that, even if you change these anchors, I think it just like compound the issues that you're having.
Yeah, that's a
Because
lot
if
of
I look
exact
at it,
match.
not even just like the exact match, but then open up the links to target
Hmm.
and then open up like a handful of these, like the top five, and check out the posts. They all like
Yeah.
even this one that looks okay has like what looks like 60 to 100 outbound links on it. Oh, and then the next one is the exact same post on a different
It
website.
could
And
just be
then the next
spam.
one is a wall of text with a bunch of garbage on
Could
it.
be spam. Negative
I mean,
SEO. I don't know if you
it is
bought. I just
spam, but somebody paid for this.
might not. Someone might have paid for it as a negative SEO thing because you see a lot of this stuff now. Or I see a lot of it. I feel like. Um, let's see. So he's got 200 or how many links does he have? 505 referring domains. Let's do the quick backlink on it. So out of that 500, about 50 of them, so 10% are like Web 2.0s. Do follow in content. Actually, let's take off the did content. DR5 plus domain traffic 250. So we're down to 461. Now we're down to 77 backlinks after I did
Yeah, in
kind
a
of a quality
competitive
check.
market too, right?
Huh?
In a competitive market as well, if we think about the niche of this site. So,
Yeah, and a lot of these things, it all has like the
yeah, I feel like it's a spam backlink issue
yeah,
just out of the gate. I didn't really look
they're
at
all
the
on these
posts on the
websites that have
website.
like they all have like the guest post title or whatever, like dash and then like the name of the brand.
Yeah, lots
Um,
of that,
so
which
maybe
is not a natural way to anchor to
yeah, maybe you
anything.
did some Fiverr guest post blasts. I don't really know from like the same guy who just had the same kind of websites going on. A lot of these sites have some traffic though, but doesn't mean that they're good.
Yeah, I would just from here, just looking at what we're looking at, I would start prodding with quality links, homepage, naked branded natural style anchors. Don't get fancy with anything. Get your graph pointed back up in the right direction. Keep that going for a while before you decide to go to inner pages, and especially before you decide to go to inner pages with money anchors. And especially before you decide to go to that one page where I see a bunch of interlinking going, where I saw a bunch of backlinks going, and you know which one I'm
Yeah,
talking about. You built this
I
site.
know.
Yeah, there's a very obvious
Let's see how many links he's got done.
page that's pretty
Yeah,
heavy
he's got
weighted.
100, his homepage has about 150 RD, and then
Mm-hmm.
that one page also has about 150 RD. So you're
Yeah.
very heavy
Yeah, I
on that
wonder
one
which one
page.
was your money maker for a while.
And it's like almost
Yeah,
all of those are exact match too, I think.
leave that page alone.
Yeah,
Um, over optimized for sure.
for sure.
And not even just like from the off page factors, but even at looking like at a glance, but at inner pages, I'm seeing it's getting a lot of love from there as well.
So yeah, we didn't even really look at the site at all. I guess we'll leave that off this audit just because the backlink we see that big glaring issue, which it looks like you're aware of as well because you wanted to change those. But yeah,
Yeah, don't do that.
the fact that the domain is starting to recover a bit is a nice sign. Do you think you would disavow some of those or no?
Probably not until after I've prodded for at least a few months.
Yeah,
But chances are, I mean, like it's well over optimized. Like even just
yeah.
like jumping in page to page, I'm seeing at least like two, three, four plus inner links going to that one page. Like you are so obsessed with this page that it's like being obsessed with like one of your three children or something, and you give all your love to that one. Like that weight does not typically end up in a healthy way, which I think is what happened to
You've
this
over
page.
nurtured
People are
that
looking
baby and
at
now they're a psycho
yes,
killer and they're
it is
gonna
a maniac. Yeah,
now they're having
yeah,
trouble in
and
school.
nobody wants to play with it, which is the worst part, right? So, yeah, maybe bring it back
That took
down.
a dark
What
turn.
you yeah, what you can do is eliminate some of these inner page links. Bring it down to like one per page, or maybe 2 if you feel like it. You're basically, what it looks like, trying to add every kind of long tail inner link to that page.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it's way over optimized
Yeah, so
from on
over
page and off
optimizing
page.
internal links is a thing too. So yeah, maybe rethink your interlinking. Just try to think about things in a more natural way instead of being so aggressive, man.
Yeah.
We understand you want to rank that keyword, but you
Yeah,
gotta,
we get
it's like when
it.
you're trying to chase a pretty girl. You gotta kind of chill out a little bit,
You gotta ignore her.
you can't
Yeah.
just go like hardcore. She's gonna think you're a crazy stalker and block your number. So,
We're getting good with these analogies on this one. I like it, or metaphors
yeah.
rather.
So, definitely check out your content because we didn't go that much into it. But like Nick said, definitely going to want to rethink your interlinks as well because you can definitely overdo it with that stuff. Backlinks, you definitely overdid it. As far as disavowing goes, I don't, like Nick said, I don't think I would disavow right away either. You are seeing some kind of rankings bounce back, which is nice, and you're still at pretty decent level of traffic. You're up from 4.5K, and now you're a little under 3. So it's not the end of the day here. Your things are kind of looking on the up and up.
Yeah.
It's not where you want them to be yet, but they could be. So start building some natural links to your homepage, natural anchors, build links to other pages on your website. The children that you've neglected all these years, give them a little love.
Give them
Take
some
them to get
love.
some ice
Yeah.
cream. Daddy loves you. Laser
Yeah.
tag maybe. But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, link to some of these pages that are interlinking to your to that page you love so much. That's a good way to spread link juice around and still have it end up going to that page. Link to the category pages. There's a bunch of other targets on your website that you can take advantage of and still have that one page benefit. And then maybe if things are still looking rocky, maybe they start going down again, or maybe they just won't go up any further. You could even think about, disavows can take a really long time, but you could even think about doing something like disavowing it in like a chunk. Like you could disavow like maybe like 25% of those, super aggressive exact match anchors, links you built to that page, or maybe even half of them or whatever, and give it a little time and see what happens. But yeah, it's kind of we look at that as kind of a last resort thing, but something to think about for sure. Anything else to add, Nick?
If you're not adding new content
Yeah, do
to
that
the
too.
site, then keep doing that as well. But yeah.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.